Yo, hello. Hello. Let me double check this real quick, make sure everything's going good, and then we can start. Pretty much, I want to stream every day, so this is my attempt at doing that. So let me check this real quick on my phone. Okay, it sounds good to me. So let me bring up a few different things up on here, and I will bring up CoinGecko, and I will bring up and I will bring up what else do I need to bring up? TradingView, obviously. So I have TradingView and I have CoinGecko. So here we go. All right, so we have this right here. Let me turn this on. Why is my not really sure when my screen is blank. I wanted to. Is it just me that my screen is blank for, or what? Oh, thanks. Yeah. MLD is the man. John is freaking. He's on another level. He seriously is. It's crazy how good he is. I'm so glad that I, ran into him and ended up collaborating, and we're trying to help each other out as much as possible. But it's funny because I try to help him out by telling him when to sell, but he never sells. And so I'll sell and the price will go down, and then he'll hold, but then the price goes back up and he ends up with more money. So it's taught me a lesson. Hodl. So, all right, cool. Finally, we got this going down. So, man, I wish I. Can I do this? Give me 1 second here. Let me just check to see if this is possible for me to turn this light on. It would be nice. Not gonna lie, it would be nice if I could just turn this out. This light, but I don't think it's gonna reach. So yeah, that ain't reaching. Whatever. I guess I just will do it how I do it. I don't really look the best, but it is what it is. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Okay, so let's go through this. We got, first off, Bitcoin at basically $98,000. So very surprising, very surprising, because it basically looked dead. And honestly, until it goes back above 100,000, it still is bearish, but it's looking like, it's looking like it's going to go back above 100K. However, let's go to the charts and take a look, because everything is just really interesting right now. So we got, how can I do this? Share instead. There you go. So here's Bitcoin. And if you saw my other streams, if you saw what else was going on before, you would see that. And I wrote it out right here. Sorry, drew it out right here. We have this head and shoulders, right? And the head and shoulders is not invalidated until this right shoulder right here is invalidated. So a close above here, and that will invalidate the head and shoulders, and then maybe Bitcoin will just keep on going up to 100,000. But the interesting thing is that even though, yes, Bitcoin did go up 6%, 7% over the last few days, right? What's up? The important thing to look at is Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin dominance is falling. And if, like, basically what I wrote down was that if Bitcoin dominance falls underneath this huge support line that's been support since June of 2023, then that is when I want to, get into alts. And you can see we got into alts up here, and they, rocketed. They went crazy. It was truly alt season back in November, and then everything just crashed and pretty much gave back all of the gains from November, right? And until it came back below this line again, I was thinking like, okay, like, maybe that was just a fake breakdown. But today it closed below the line, and so because of that, it is very bullish for alts, and that makes it pretty much enough of a case to take a stab at altcoins. And so if we go to CoinGecko, what we could see over the last 7 days, a lot of alts, even although Bitcoin is only up, let's say 4% over the last 7 days, a lot of alts are up much, much more. Ethereum is up double, XRP is up triple, BNB not so much, Solana doing really good, Doge even better, Cardano surprisingly really, really good. So a lot of coins. Sui is one that is such a good contender for a possible ETF this year or next year. Although I do think if anything is going to get it, it's going to be Solana, and then XRP comes after that. So there are obviously a lot of crazy things happening. Stellar going up 31%, while Bitcoin is hardly moving. So Hyperliquid was one that went up like crazy over the last month, and so it's expected that it has a retrace, right? But let's go back. It's pretty obvious. So you could tell that all of these altcoins are starting to move up again, and so that's why I think it's important to look at them and to figure out a game plan of where to get in. So let's think of the strategy here. Like, what do you want to do? So what I used to do is I used to go into view and simply pick, just go through as many coins as possible, right? And when I would do that, I would see good technical setups. But now I'm taking it one step even further than that, and I'm going to start looking at the categories that do the best. So the first thing that I want to do is see, okay, what category should I be looking at, because they are going up the most, and then how can I see what coins in those categories are potentially doing the best. And you can do that by going to CoinGecko and then clicking on categories, and the USDT thing already happened. So I don't think there's anything to worry about there or anything going on. It's a non-event in my mind right now. So I wouldn't worry about it. So going back to this, instead of just looking at the technicals of whatever chart just like, happens to be on it, it's a good idea to look at the biggest movers. So if you go to categories, you click, the 7-day button right here, you can see all of the biggest movers. And right here we have Binance Alpha Spotlight. So if you click on that, you could see there's A16, there's AI16, Fcoin, Zerbro, X. These are all of these biggest gainers right here. These are all, I guess you could click 7-day again and see even more. But yeah, still basically same difference. They're all AI coins. And they're all spawned off of AI. So obviously you want to be looking like the AI stuff is, and specifically AI autonomous agents are what you want to be looking at, in my opinion, for trades, because you could also be thinking like, I'm going to look at things that no one's talking about and get into them while no one's talking about it, which is also another strategy. But like for trading, I want to look at these things. So, okay. So it's like, I look at this and then I see all of these coins, but it's like, where are they, where are they being traded at? Okay. This one's on MEXC. So it's possible to do something with it. December 30th. So basically it had this huge run up, crashed super hard. This is only a few days old, even though it says December 16th. It's really only a few days old. So I'm not really, there's not really enough data. Like you have to look at it like from a fundamental. GOAT though. GOAT is one that's obviously something that you could look at. So what I'll do is I'll see that, right? See, okay, so there's the AI, the autonomous agents, those things happening. And then there's GOAT coin, which is part of that. So I can go to GOAT USDT. I can see where it's at. First off, I do want to look at the GOAT against Bitcoin. And so I'm looking at this, right? And I see basically this is the 78.6. First off, what I want to do is I want to figure out the best place for that, for this, the best place that I could put this that makes sense. This sort of makes sense. So maybe the 12-hour, or I guess it makes more sense this way. I mean, yeah, that could work. So this is the 78.6. So what I'm seeing here, it's like, okay, so I see it bounced off the 38.2, it bounced off the 50. If you look at 61.8, it pretty much bounced off of that area within the golden pocket, and then went really high up and then crashed super hard. And this is the 78.6. So this is where I would think would be the bottom, and it makes sense because to me there's going to be a lot of liquidity like right in this area, because I'm sure a lot of people put their stop losses right underneath this wick and underneath this right here too as well. So yeah, I would say I want to get in like down here. This is the most ideal spot to get in. However, this is pretty far down, so, and it made a higher high. So if you want to be actually technical with it, this is the bullish order block. So it should come down here, and like this is where I would start to put on a trade. So I'd probably put on like half my position here and then like another half here. But GOAT is a token that seems like it has a lot of potential, and this is, and it's done very well off of the bottom in the category that's done the best, right? So it's one that I would want to look for longing opportunities. Okay. And that was it. That was GOAT against Bitcoin. There's also GOAT against USDT, obviously. So if we look at that, we could see something like this. Does this make sense? What makes the most sense here? I guess let's see, if we put this like this, or if we put this like this, does it work? I would say it works all right. So basically the same thing for GOAT against USDT. The thing that's scary is like this gigantic head and shoulders pattern, but like also I would expect people to just like have a lot of their stops underneath here. So, oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I like the video. It would help. I'm trying to go live every week. I want to go live 3 times a week minimum, but hopefully like every day, not every day, but like 5 times a week, because I want to not just go through the charts. I want to have like series, so and be super consistent and grow this channel to be really big. In 2025, I want to grow it to, honestly, I feel like if I go live at least 5 times a week, and I make super high quality videos, I could grow my channel to 100,000 subscribers, because I am making really high quality videos. I have an absolutely insane editor, and I'm gonna provide as much content as I can. Oh, yo, what up, Buster? So yeah, as I was explaining, I'm looking for coins in the hot sectors, the narratives that are doing really well, right? So Godius is one that I like. So the other thing to do is I'm gonna create actually I already created a Bybit copy. If he wants to join that, I will actually I'm pretty sure I could just put it in the description of this video, or I'll put it in a comment. And so what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is like just use that account to do some of the things that I am doing in this video, or in these market updates or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But okay, here's my link. I got my link. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to see if I could write this out. Bybit, copy, trade, link. There. That's my Discord. That's my Discord. I need to actually copy the link itself. Give me 1 second here. Copy, paste. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to have I don't know if I'm going to make it public, but I'm definitely going to do weekly updates of my trades and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to see, how it goes. So for Godius Maximus, this is, thanks, Angela. I think I do too. And I just never put the time in, never put the quality in that I needed to for marketing and stuff like that. But that's what I'm doing in 2025, quality content, massive content push in 2025. So this could be Okay, the other thing I'm gonna do is I have a sure, give me 1 second. Is I have a trading cheat sheet checklist. And maybe if I go into my resources in my Discord group, I could find it. But regardless, I have it here. I'm gonna be giving it out, as like a free thing for people to sign up for, like email to get them into my Discord and stuff like that. But it's basically, give me 1 second. Hold on a second. Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm looking at something and it is saying, okay. I just need to make sure the people in my Discord, what they were talking about was like what I thought they were talking about. Anyway, going back to this, I have a trading cheat sheet checklist that I've made, and it's like 5 pages long, and it's something that I created over like 3 years or longer of trading. Actually, like I've been updating it. So basically 7 or 8 years, right? And I want to go through that whenever I go through my trades, and I want to have at least 3 reasons why I'm entering a trade. And I'm going to call it the 3 R's, right? So you should always have at least 3 this is going to be my new thing. It's like have 3 reasons why you should enter a trade. So I'm going to write it down, at least 3 reasons, and I'm going to write it down. So for every trade that I take, and I'm going to take less trades, and I'm going to make sure that all of my trades are at least B trade setups, but obviously I want them to be A plus trade setups. So if it has like more than 6 or 7 reasons why, then it'll be an A plus trade setup. If it only has 3, then it'll be a B, but like whatever. So I'll write down reasons for the trade, and I'll write this down for every single trade so people could understand like why I'm doing it, And so let's go through this. This right here is the bullish order block. So you can write that, put this down, bullish OB, right? And not only is it the bullish OB, and it's also like the origin of the move. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be 5 waves up. Let's see. Let's see. Boom. What's the Fibonacci? I always want to use the Fibonacci as well. It's at the 78.6. So it's not like at an actual Fibonacci number, unless I guess, you bring it down like this. I would want to. So what I'll do is I'll do that, and I'll bring it down so I could say reasons for the trade. And let me bring this to, let's say 18. 1. Bullish OB. Let's see. Bullish OB. It's basically possible start of trend. 3, 61.8. Actually, I want to say golden ratio, fib. So we have those 3 reasons. I'm not gonna know what the RSI is until it comes down there, right? Sometimes I'll see a trade set up like right away, and I'll see, oh, it creates a bullish divergence on the RSI. So I want to get in. And that's like, if this right here, if this went below here, then this would have been a bullish divergence and it would have been awesome. But it didn't. It stopped above it and then reversed above it. So that is, man, I really appreciate that, Angela. Thank you. And so now now it's like, it's either this or it's gonna like sweep sweep these lows and then hit the 78.6. So I want to write down, like here, I want to write down buy, goat, and hold, because this is the ideal buy zone is down here, right by the 78.6. So this, if it hits here, I'll put on a trade. And if it comes anywhere within, like down here much further, then I'll just buy it and hold it, and put maybe like 5% of my account or something into it. So I'll put this on the chart as well, and I'll say, where is my, do I have ideal buy zone in here? No, I only have demand SSL. But this isn't really like a demand zone. This is because it hasn't bounced like a million times, So I'm just gonna have to write this in here. Ideal buy zone, and I'm just gonna write it like this, and then I'll put it like this, and I will make this a little bit lighter, I guess. Background could be like that. Okay. And I will I'll save this as a template. And I'll save it as, let's see, ideal buy zone. I'll also have and obviously the ideal sell zone is not up here. The ideal sell zone is actually here because of all of the supply that's up there, right? So for the ideal sell zone, and this is going to be like the ideal buy zones and the ideal sell zones are something that I've really seen anyone else like really create and do. But I think it's a great idea because it's basically, if it hits, then you could just, like, it's not financial advice, but what I'm going to be doing is, like, I'm just buying it and then holding it. Like, if it's a high quality coin, that I like, right? So I'm going to save this as 15 ideal sell zone. Right. So essentially I have like this trade right here. This is like a possible trade. And if this trade fails, then what I could do is I could just either wait until it comes down here, hits my zone, and then just buy it and then like scale in down here. Or I can like wait until it puts in another setup and buy it, and then put on a trade. And what I'm also going to do, what up, Gabby? What I'm also going to do for 2025 is I'm going to like plan my trades out like this, right? And I'm just going to put them in the order books, and whatever hits, hits. And I'm just going to stick with it, and I'm not going to change it at all, which means that sometimes I won't be taking a lot of trades, but I'm going to stick with whatever the hell I say. And that's also why I am writing all of this down, because I need to grade each of my trades, right? What I've learned from reading and from trading and from all this stuff is that you should really grade all of your trades A, B, or C, right? Where A trades are like you're in the state, they're in flow state, you're crushing it, like everything looks really, really, really good, and it's exactly what you want to see. B trades are where it's good, but it's not, as good as A trades. And then C trades are where you're just like, why the hell did I take that? You probably like sell it for a loss, or you FOMO in, and you panic sell or something like that, or you panic buy, whatever it is. And those are C trades, and you want to obviously completely eliminate them. So for 2025, I want to have 0 C trades. I want to have 0 FOMO. I want to have 0 everything. And I want to be really, really analytical with what I'm doing and grade everything and have good journaling, because that is so key. That is so key. So if I'm going to, so first off, let me write out something here. So AI meme coins are one of the top moving categories right now. They're gaining, they have the most mind share and the most capital flowing into them. GOAT is an OG AI meme coin that it's mingles with the autonomous agents narrative, truth terminal. So it's pretty, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, so there's that. So that's the like fundamental stuff. And then what's like the technical stuff? The technical stuff is golden ratio, trend, so fresh trend. Let me write that down. And then what else is there? Let's see here. This is bottom. I mean, this was like a double bottom. I wonder what else this would be. Maybe it's nothing on I guess on the high, on the daily time frame, it's within. No, this is the order block on the daily time frame. Yeah, I'm not too sure if there's really anything else. And like, I really want as many things as possible. Can we say that? We can't really say that it broke out on the daily, so we can't really say that. What about the 12-hour? I mean, on the 12-hour, you can't say that it broke out on the 12-hour either. So it hasn't broken out yet. It hasn't broken yet. This is not a pennant or a wedge, or this really isn't anything that I like to use. It's nothing really. So I would give this particular trade setup a B, because I only have these 3, because it's still in a like overall like downtrend, right? But this right here made a bot. Let's say, look at this. This is what you have to do: low, lower, low, lower, low, lower, low, higher low, and then a higher high. So okay, I guess technically it did create a higher high, so it has the bullish market structure shift, and so it is in an uptrend. So I'll write that down. Well, I guess fresh trend is that. So okay, we have these two. So I'll write the grade. grade. I'll write B. It's like B grading trade. Boom. And what I could do is, and I would basically like hope for a breakout here, but personally, I don't know. I think it's probably going to come down underneath here and sweep this fake breakdown and then run hard, because like that's what typically happens. But this, I'm just going with trade setups that I see that I reason out here. And if it does come down here and break down, then it'll reach the ideal buy zone and I'll get in there and not worry about it. So yeah, I'm going to publish this idea. And there you go. So now I published the idea, I saved that published thing, and I put it in as an alert. So when the alert gets hit, my Discord group will get notified and they will be able to, see it and potentially get in. And I'll put an alert for the entry as well. Right there. Okay, cool. So that's GOAT. So what else is there? Let's go back, let's go back to CoinGecko. And also, I know, is it Sabika? Could you talk about how are you managing your spot buy and sell positions? What trackers are you using and alerts, etc.? Cheers. My alerts are in TradingView, just how I showed you. I just create them myself. And I'm also tracking things like the on-chain metrics that I talk about all the time, the MVRVZ score, the R-HODL ratio, the Pi cycle top indicator, all that stuff, right? So that's what I'm looking at, right, for my spot buys. And also I have like a team of people, well, John really, and a few other people. They are not a few, probably like a dozen people at this point. I'm in certain groups that help me figure out what coins are really, really good to buy. The last one that they said was FWOG, and that one went up like crazy. They were like at 19 cents. So literally they called it at the bottom, which is nuts. And they said, okay, we're going in here. And they just made like 50%, which was wild, right? And so let's see, what else is there? Zerebro has been really good, and A116. So let me see. AI16Z. This is on MEXC. It's on, okay, so it is on Bybit. So let me just check. So this is it. It's on Bybit. Maybe MEXC has a longer. Which one has the longest? Damn, this one's. Okay, so this one's pretty long. And this was on Gate.io. I wonder if KuCoin has it. It does, but not as good. So yeah, it's definitely, well, I guess you could literally just go onto a DEX, right? So AI16, Zelia, Rep, Solana. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong, let me share this tab. Okay, here we go. AI16, UFD, think it's hilarious. And Buster, my friend, got me into that. So I am definitely I think it's great. I want it to go to the moon. You know, I'm pretty bullish on it. I'm pretty bullish on it. I'm not like super bullish, but I'm pretty bullish. Okay, so I don't know how this is like. That's not it. Like this is it. So I'm just going to use this one, and this one is, you know, it's the biggest gainer since it got and it been on Gate.io. It's up 1,000, 16x. Jesus Christ, man. So like what I always like to do is draw the fib. This is weird. I like to draw the fib, and then I like to plot it out like this. Ooh, this is interesting. I wonder. This is sort of like this would be a great area. This would be a great area, but I don't know if it'll come down there, but this is where I would want to get in if, because look at this. This is like, it's either here or here, right? You know, it's either here or here. So what I would have to do is I would have to look. Oh, awesome, Angela. Appreciate that. How was it? How did you like the course? Did you go through it, or did it help? Like, let me know. So I really, honestly, I wouldn't call this the ideal buy zone, but I would say that it's pretty good. It's a pretty damn good zone to buy it. What happened the first run up? First run up, it fell down to the 50%. So maybe the second run up, if this is run up number one, I'm hoping that this is the case. I'm hoping that it's like this. Something like that. So yeah, I'm going to put this in here, and let's write it out. Trade. Biggest gainer. So this was one of the biggest gainers in the most active highest gaining. That's what it is. Active / highest gaining categories. This is at, obviously, golden ratio. Love it. I always try to get in the golden ratio, like no matter what. That's like always my favorite thing, right? Oh, awesome. Hell yeah. So we have that. I mean, basically it's at the golden ratio. That's pretty much it. It also, I guess you could say 50, 50 SMA, 12-hour, bounced off it twice so far. So it's done that. It's done that. No, I did not catch SPX 6900. John did, though. He told me about it, but I was a pleb and a poor and did not buy it, even though I should have, obviously. But that's all in hindsight now. Can't really do anything about that, you know? So this has the golden ratio. This is a 50 SMA. I don't really see anything else as to why I would get it here unless it comes down here and the RSI, you know, puts in a bullish divergence or the MACD. Something has to put in some type of bullish divergence, right? And I don't see that happening. This would be an ideal buy zone right here. So I will put that. And because this is, you know, SR flip, all of this, right? So let me write this down. What is this? Get this out of here. SR flip, and I guess you could say return to origin. All right, so where's the trade? What's the trade? This is the trade. I think it's gonna like do this and then create a double bottom and then come up, just because I've seen it so many times, you know. It's just like I see it it's constantly. So I'm gonna put this, and it's, you know, maybe it's not gonna come down here. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, trade setup, trade grade. I guess I'll just say grade. This is a B. So this isn't, it's not an A plus, it's not an A trade setup, but it's something that I would want to take. AI16Z, copy, continue. Okay. All right, so I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. AI16Z, right? Copy. And then if it happens to come down here, then I'll just get in here and I'll, you know, buy it and hold it potentially. All right, so that's AI16Z. So now I think going back to CoinGecko, there's another one. I mean, there's Fartcoin. Like, I missed Fartcoin, right? I missed it. So not really sure what to do with this, but is it even on? It is. Okay, it is on Bybit. So let's take a look at Fart. Let's just look at it. Honestly, it sort of makes me sad. Like everything about this. Everything about this makes me sad. So we have. Oh, so I did plot it. I did plot it out. So, okay, we have this trend line right here. It's pretty good, pretty solid. And so that's obviously first thing to look at. It's the other thing that we have here. Something like this, I guess. No, can't really do the same. Well, I guess at 3. All right. I mean, it did hit it 3 times, so you could do that as well. Let me just make this exactly like exactly how this is, right? So Okay, so it's clearly it's in this channel, and you would obviously want to buy it if it hits the trend line supports. This is obviously where you would not want to buy it if you're a technical trader. So I will honestly, the only thing that I could really say is like to get it here, because to get it if it hits the line. There's not really anything else that, like, there's no other reason, you know. If this is the top and then it comes down to 61.8, that would be here. It's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to hit the, I guess the psychological number is around 1. So reasons for the trade. 1, biggest gainer. Month. Trend line supports. Oh, snap. I forgot. I also want to have this in against Bitcoin. So let me finish this and then I'll put it up against Bitcoin just to make sure. So farts. Okay, so I put that in here for Fartcoin, but also what I want to do is do this. Okay, so this is like how much this stupid fucking Fartcoin has outperformed Bitcoin. It's outperformed Bitcoin. And so we have a very similar looking type of thing. And the only thing I could do is like basically put this here. And then when I get the alert, I'll have to check it and see what forms. And I'll just have to see like what forms around this area, if anything bullish forms, right? So that's Fartcoin. And what else do we have? Seven-day. UOS. What is UOS? It's like fucking, you know. It's basically you need to get into this. So this is the other thing that I'm going to be doing. Okay, so instead of just trading technically, like basically if you go into the trenches, you could catch these things like down here, right? And then get into them super early and make a shit ton of money. And so that's where my attention is going to be going for sure. So I'm looking at, you know, how I'm looking at the best ways to do this. But it's like, why, you know, it's like, why did this just pump like crazy? It's like, Earth terminal. It's like, what the hell? Like, what is this? What even is this? If you click on the Twitter, you know, it's another AI agent. Obviously, super popular. But it's like there's so many now. I mean, damn, even the one that I'm in, Opus, is like very, very, it looks the same. I just don't know what the difference between all of these things are, you know? Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them like call out other cryptocurrency, like look for flaws in other cryptocurrencies. Some of them, I just looked at one today called Sherlock, which was really cool. AI XBT. Oh, I love AI XBT. Yeah, so this one I know AI XBT. Well, actually, all right, I'll do this and then I'll do Zerebro. So AI XBT. It's like, when is this? What the question is, like, when will the party stop? Oh, another thing that I want to do is see, and this is why I wish. This is why I'm doing this. Okay, AI XBT. Look right here. I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. This right here is the base chain. This is so. This is on the virtuals thing, Explorer base scan. Okay, I am super, super, super bullish on the base chain, and I think that the base chain is going to be the chain of 2025 and 2026, basically for the next year, for years and years to come. So I do have Solana. I do like, and I'm looking at stuff on Sol because obviously there's that, but it's like, this is on base chain. This is, I guess it's also on the Solana ecosystem, but whatever is on the base chain is like what I want to be in on, right? Like, I know was on Solana, right? Fart is on Solana. Is AI 16? This is on Solana. This is Solana. What's Zerebro? It's like, if something is more native to base, I'm more prone to get it. I would want to get it more so than something else. So that's why I like virtuals. So good, yeah. Let's look this up. AI XBT. Like, if I was paying more attention and I like was really, if I was in the trenches, like how I'm going to be in the trenches in 2025, I probably would have been able to put two and two together, and I probably would have got into the virtual system super early, because obviously AI was blowing up. So I would have just, and I love base chain, so I would have just went into base. But now it's like, I need to figure out what else is going to be on the base chain that's really good. There's DeSci projects, but I literally already took my profit on like research coin, like RSC and like some other ones, right? So it's like, oh, well, hey, there you go. Hey, if you are you in the VIP? Because if you are, like, we need more researchers. Like I have a researcher looking up like AI stuff that I'm working with, but like I need some people that are really dedicated, and so we need to have like a system in place, you know. It's like, and I'm going through literally videos and videos and videos and writing out so many different things that are basically systems of how to go about scanning for coins. So if you want to do that, let me know. Or if you want to help out with that, let me know. So yes. Okay, so AIXBT. So let's look at this. Is this the only one? Is this the furthest chart back? No, this is it. This is the one that's furthest charts back. Okay, cool. So maybe if you help out with that, you could be in the VIP for free. But we'll have to work something out with that. You could just send me a DM on Discord. Reasons for trade? Reasons for trade. Okay, so almost 11. Probably go at 11. One. AI most popular AI agents on base chain. Base is the most I think base of the chain I think will dominate in the future. Early. All right. 2 most popular AI agent. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. So how can we do this? How can we do this? Let's take a look at this. So it's in the downtrend. It's in a downtrend. This is pretty much, this is like this whole zone, this whole entire zone down here is, this entire zone out here is idle buy zone because it's like massive. It's a demand zone, it's an SR flip area. So much, right? So I want to get this, but for the shorter term, I would think I mean, honestly, it could be right here. Like this could be it. Bounce off the 61.8 golden ratio, bullish candle, lots of buying pressure. RSI moving up pretty much, yeah. MACD moving up. Add a support. technically this is the level to buy it. I just don't really like how it's. I just don't really like how it had this huge run up without like any. Oh, it did come back down and tag the bullish order block down here. A lot of times, like, let's see what happened in the past. Let's see what happened. Okay, it never came back down here after it came out. How about this? It did come back down and tag this one twice. Okay. Then it broke out, came back down to the 61.8 and then went up from there. Then again, it broke out right here, broke out, came back down to the bullish order block and then went back up. But it still hasn't, I don't know, like something, damn, something is telling me like this, like it wants to, it's like being drawn back down here, you know, just, there's so much. And I want to take like really good, I don't want to like force trades. I don't really feel like, you know, just jumping into this. Even though right now, like this is like a lot of indecision. Like this is a lot of indecision is what's happening right now. Big candles. Like this looks good. Like it definitely doesn't look bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I want to buy it, but I just like don't want to buy it here. You know? Like I also don't want to buy it higher up. So it's clearly in this range right here. Like this is the range. So I think I will just like, I think like what I would do with this is like put in an order right here for something like this. And then, yeah. And then like, if it reaches the low of the range, you know, just like buy it. And it's been wicks and wicks and wicks constantly. And then like, if I get stopped out there, then I'll look for something like, I'll look for something down here. And what is this? Yeah. So what would be the reasons for this? That's the thing. Like what would be the reasons for this? It's basically just like buying at it's a major support. Like if we go down to the hourly chart, like it's not like it's good. This looks really good. So yeah, I think that's the way to do it. I think this is the way to do it. Like there's no like because of all the wicks that are here, like there's so many, it would be weird to like, I don't know, it'd be weird of it to come down below it, I think. So that's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I would do. Anyway, so is there anything else? Chlor. So let me just do this real quick. I think I'm just gonna like look for a good. Because it's not good enough to like, it's not good enough to enter, but like just like blindly enter. But if bullish candles, form here, then you could enter. Otherwise, wait for a better trade setup. That's what I'm gonna do. One second. All right, let me put these alerts in here. All right, so we got that. All right, so, oh, wait, and then, so first off, let me add this to my AI coins. And then AIXBT. Let me see, is there a USD? How does it look against the against Bitcoin? It's like this. So obviously this is the ideal buy zone against Bitcoin. So let me publish this. And if it happens to come down here, I'll buy it. All right, so we got that in. And this was my take profit. What's up here for GOAT? And you wanted me to do Chlor, so damn. The fuck? All right, Chlor, not looking bad. First off, I don't like how it's under here against Bitcoin. Yeah, so I wouldn't buy Chlor unless unless it either comes back down to this like area down here, or if it comes above here, then I would buy it, because otherwise it looks like might as well just buy Bitcoin, right? And attach all this. Yeah. So if it breaks above these two lines, that would actually be really, really good. So I'll publish this. Chlor, is it breaking above the major resistances? If so, can long. Okay, cool. And that is that. So, all right. So we have, oh, the last, I did want to do zero. So let me go back here. All right, let's look at Zero. It, of course, fucking did awesome. So I would say Zero, if it comes back down to here, ooh, that would be good. That would be good. I think like this area right here is like good area for Zero. Yeah. So I'll say look for longs here, or I guess longing opportunities here. So yeah, this is where I would want to look for longing opportunities for Zero. Cool. Okay, so we got in a stream. Okay, we got in a stream. That's what I wanted. I wanted to at least get one thing in, you know. And yeah, I'll try it again. I'll try to stream again tomorrow. I think if I, stream, I could spend maybe like 2 hours a day, like streaming, just like going through the charts. I'll post a link for the free chat for the Discord. Give me a second here. So here's a link right here. There you go. I don't think any of these things are going to last long term. So basically, this is like right here's like my trading. This is what I'm doing for trading, right? I'm looking at these. And then for my longer term investment stuff, I want to like basically just look at the fundamentals. I don't want to look at the price so much for that. Well, I mean, I do want to look at the price, but what I'm trying to do is catch things super early. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm in the trenches. Like I'm on Deck Screener and Bullex and like all of these things, like and looking at Twitter 24/7. I'm just like doing all this stuff. Just looking for like the newest coins that are available. And it's like if I see them, then I post it in my Discord group, and I'm figuring out ways to make sure that they're not scams and that they're not rug pulls and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just looking at them, and basically I want to get in and not really care about the price too much, because it's either going to do like a 5x or 10x or bust. And like that's what's happened on a lot of them. It's like a lot of them have done like multiples, and I'd rather just like, I don't know, do that. So I want to have part of my time going towards like low cap degen plays. I want to have part of my time going towards trades, like how I'm doing right now. And I want to have part of my time going towards longer term investments. Like longer term, more solid investments and stuff like that. There's so many different aspects of it, so I have to sort of get everything down. But I do know that for like generally speaking, I would like to have the majority of my focus be on the base ecosystem. So I'm gonna really try to hone in on that and see if I could find any bangers in there early, because so far I've gotten I got 130. I got one coin that went up 60x, and I got one coin that went up 10x or 20x. And I know I could get more. So it's like if a coin goes up 20x, that means like 19 of them could go to zero, and I'm still going to be in profit. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Ruthless Viking. Yeah, drop the like, like the video, give it a thumbs up, do what you got to do. I'm going to be streaming a hell of a lot, and I'm going to be uploading super high quality videos. This is the year Crypto Elite goes ham on the content, absolutely ham on the content. So lots to come. I'm trying to just like provide as much value as I possibly can. I'm also trying to trade less and give out more content and just like hold more, because I noticed like that's how a lot of people made the most gains. So a lot of my content is going to be geared towards that, like finding fundamental plays and stuff, and just like general crypto knowledge and things. But yeah, I'm still gonna have my trading stuff. I want to do my trading, and I want to do like macro analysis. I want to do a lot of macro analysis too, and like big picture stuff. I think Benjamin Cohen does a lot of that like into the cryptoverse. But I know now, like the biggest plays come from getting into trades, getting into coins super, super, super early. And that and holding for a long period of time, even through 80% drawdowns. So that's my game plan. That's going to be a big part of my plan for this year. And the next time I make like a multi 6-figure trade, I am going to sell everything and cash it out, because I think the next time that I do that. Okay, so the other thing I noticed is that when I did make my first multi 6-figure trade in 2024, that was essentially the top of the altcoin cycle, of the altcoin season at that time. It was literally the top. It was the last day when I did that. So if I ever make some massive 6-figure payday on one single trade again, I'm going to close everything out, and you guys will know. And because that'll probably be like, we're going to be very close to the end. And I think we're going to get one, if maybe two, but probably one more chance at like alt season. So basically, if I go to the chart, like you could see, you'll be able to see something here. Like let's even just take a look at like Shark Cat, some coin like this, like a random coin, right? So I guess you can't really use Shark Cat. Let's look at, how is Ski doing? 28. All right, that's good. Ski's my favorite. Oh, by the way, Ski is my favorite meme coin on the base chain. So I'm decently heavy into this. I fucking sold it like here, and then I started buying back, but I didn't buy back everything that I sold. So then I ended up buying all of it back at 25 cents. It's like I should have bought all of it back here, but I was waiting for these lows to get ran, and I was waiting for 15 cents, and then I was gonna go in with like literally like 20% of my entire portfolio. But you gotta buy back. Like if you see it being bullish, you gotta be bullish. You gotta buy back. I can't wait for this, because what if this doesn't come? I'm gonna miss out on hundreds of percentage gains potentially, right? It's still a low market cap. So anyway, if we look at like charts, like for instance this one, you could see back in March and really April, like March and April. By the way, this is when I made that 6-figure trade, the biggest trade of 2024. Literally right here. You can see like this was alt season basically, right? And then it was how many? Let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It was 7 months of downward pressure, 7 months of downward pressure, and nothing happened for 7 months. And then in November, like 2 months ago, we got alt season again. And that lasted 1 month. That literally lasted a month. And for some of these coins, like this one, it lasted less than a month. It lasted like 2 weeks. Yeah, it lasted under 2 weeks, right? At least this one back here lasted a while. But like for a lot of these coins, it doesn't last very long. So it's like whenever we get a big alt season or a big spike in alts, like it's always only lasted a few weeks. So I'd be really, I don't know, just like I'd be really cautious to, ooh, look at this. I'd be really cautious to like hold for like a really long period of time. Check out Toshi, by the way. I just saw this right now. This is like a reclaim, big support area, fall below it, and now it reclaimed it. That actually looks really good. So damn, maybe I should buy some fucking Toshi. Boom, 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 boom. Because this looks pretty decent. This looks pretty good. Yeah, give me a second here. I think this is Yeah, I think this is good enough to put on to try, because this is a bullish breaker. Here we go. Daily bullish breaker. Daily bullish breaker right here. Bullish breakers are better than bullish order blocks. This is a bullish breaker. So let me write this down. Bullish breaker. V reversal. 38.2. Honestly, I don't have an opinion on move because I just don't know enough about it. Simply don't know enough about it to make an opinion on it. Okay. So it's a B trade, but it's almost like a B plus. You know what would make it an A trade is if I scale in. Is if I do this, scale in my second order at the 61.8. So this will be my first order, this will be my second order. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, paste this, and that's going to do it for this stream. I am going to put these orders in, and then I'm going to go to sleep. And then I have to write my emails and all this other shit. So thank you for watching. I appreciate the likes. I really do. And look forward to a very prosperous 2025. So thanks again. And I'll see you guys. See you guys in another video. Peace. Cheers.